G'day people, good to see everyone. I hope you're all well. In today's episode, what I want to try and do is just show you what I put in my cook kit. This is a cook kit I've been using for several years now, and I've found of all the cook kits out there, I really like this one. I think it's versatile, gives you options. Not only can you use it to cook things on, you can use alternate fuel, so you can use, you could use gas, a Trangia gas, you could use Trangia alcohol also, or alternatively you can just use wood. So your options are pretty much limitless. Also, I think another good thing about it, it's very portable, and also it's just good in general for a heat source. If you need a little fire and you don't want to make a massive fire to cook on, this is the perfect solution for that, I believe. Yeah, so anyway, without mucking around too much, let's get into this and let me show you just what I can get in a kit. And there you go, this is my cook kit. So I'll do an unveiling, shall I, and show you just exactly what you can get in here. And yeah, this is my go-to cook kit. All right, in a bit. Okay, so here we go. This is the Pathfinder cook kit. As you can see, it's a nice little Kadura pack, or pouch if you like. Comes with a strap, padded strap. You can take that off if you don't want it. It's also molly compatible here. Obviously you've got molly strips, so you can add to this if you'd like to. At the moment, I don't know, that's got to be, yeah, it's pretty heavy. I wouldn't say it's light, but then again, this is no ultralight setup. Okay, so let's get into this. So what we'll do is we'll start with the top pouch. All right, so getting into the top pouch here, we're going to open that up and have a look in. All right, so on top, hopefully the camera can see all this. So on top I've got this, which is the Trangia. I'll just put that to one side. All right, so this is your Trangia alcohol stove. Most people know what this looks like. So that's your Trangia. All right, that's just a cover I made to put it in, and obviously a plastic bag to make sure that if any fuel's in here, it doesn't leak out into here. All right, so next port of call, we'll get my knife out. All right, so that's my go-to camp knife. That's an SERB3. This is my bush knife, my go-to bush knife. I love this thing. It's a thing of beauty, very sharp, Scandi grind. It's got the 90-degree edge on it, so you can throw a spark for days. Beautiful leather sheath, and there's a dangler on there, so effectively that'll come straight out and go straight on my hip. That's my bush knife. To accompany that, to get said fire going, we have a ferro rod. Lucas, if you're watching, absolute killer, mate. Now this is a little add-on I bought because a couple of times I had a few issues with just wind if it was a really windy, and this was in winter, so this is probably not going to happen a lot of times, but I found this for the price. I think it was 15 bucks, and it's just a really good little thing. So it's made by Solo Stove. This is not a stove, it's just the name of the brand. So effectively this Constantine is out like that, and you can literally make any shape you like. Also these pegs you can push down into the ground so they'll stay stable and not get blown over by the wind. It's lightweight aluminium, it weighs nothing, and for the sake of having it, I'd rather have it than not have it. So that's that. All right, windbreak. Now we're leading into the actual Pathfinder stuff. So that's your Pathfinder kit. That's your Pathfinder cup. I believe that's a litre, or if you're an American, it's 32 ounces or something like that. Then inside of here, you have your cup. All right, that's your Pathfinder cup. What size is this? This comes up to 25 Oz if you're in America or one of those countries that uses silly measurements. This is 700 mil. All right, that's plenty big for food and stuff. Also, this nests in this. Perfect. Now, digging a bit deeper, we got the lid. Okay, lid. This also comes with a little stand that you can use to put a little fire under, which I've got rid of because I've got something else to cook with, so I don't need that. This is what they call a spreader, a bass hook spreader. The way this works is if For instance, you've got a fire, you've got your cup. You would simply open this up, insert it through said holes in the cup, like so. You might have to bend it a little bit, and once that's in there, now you can hang that over a fire instead of putting it directly in the fire. As you can see, I don't really care about if I put things in the fire or not. These are all single wall, can't go wrong. All right, so that's how the way that works. Just gives you an option. If you do want to use an open fire and hang it, you may. All right, so that's that pretty much empty. There's nothing left in there, empty. Now, moving right along to the front. All right, so this is where it gets cool. So the front pouch, as you can see, it's not overly big. It's probably, I don't know, about an inch by, I don't know how big that is. What's that? Probably 9-10 inches. All right, so in here, we've got a few things just to help the process of getting the fire going. So this is, what's it called? Mini Inferno. This comes with this kit, as with this and this. Everything else you see in this kit, I've put in and adjusted. Again, another little set of fire lighters just in case. Have trouble, I can do that. And then in here is the Firebox. Okay, so that's the Firebox in all its entirety. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so the way this works is you've got these things here. These are called fire sticks. Now these fire sticks you would simply just remove. That holds all this together. And then this is your dampener. If I can get it off. Alright, so the dampener comes off like so. Alright, it's also an ashtray. This, as you see, Canteen is down. You simply unfold it as per that. Base falls down, and then this would be inserted as per that. Okay, now your fire sticks. Oh, this is another windbreak dampener as well, so you can adjust the bottom if you want more airflow from underneath or not. Same deal with here. Okay, and then these fire sticks, as you can probably tell, there's all these holes everywhere. Okay, now those holes are meant for these to go in, so you would simply choose what hole you'd like to use, and you will just put through your fire sticks like so. Alright, and once your fire sticks are in, you then can place your Trangia either at the very bottom, or you can lower these, put your Trangia on them using the holes that are here. So yeah, so to just show you what it would look like, it's pretty much like this. You would stick one of them in there and grab another one, stick that in there. Okay, your Trangia will sit in there as per that. Okay, and then what you can do is I have this little grate. This is a little grate, Steve, if you're watching. Brother, appreciate it, mate. This has been inevitable, phenomenal, not inevitable, phenomenal, thank you. So the way this works is I simply just put it on here, and then just with a bit of push, that sits there like that. Now I've got a grill or a grate. As you can see, grill and grate, okay. Fire sticks are now supporting the Trangia, and your cup would go bingo bango, like so, okay. And that's pretty much it. So that now is the cook kit I'll be going with, or what I'm using, and this is now empty. So as you can tell, there's nothing in there, and there's nothing in there, empty. So yeah, all in all, that has got all bases covered. One little thing I will go on about with this stove that I find fantastic, like I said, it can be used as a wood stove. So what you can do, so I can just get all this off for a second, is once you've got that out, and say for instance you just want to use wood. Alright, so wood, we're going to use wood. So with today, what we would do, we would simply grab a log about so thick, split it into 4. Each log would go in a corner, you'd light a fire in the middle, and then that's it. Or you can just go chuck a heap of sticks in, light her up, and off you go. There's many ways to do it. Another way to do it is there's feed holes here. So the idea of this is if, say for instance, this is a stick, which it's not, you would simply place one set lower than the other. So you get a couple of sticks in this hole here, these will be higher. The flames, obviously, you'd light them and they'll start to burn, blah, blah, blah. Again, you can adjust the bottom if you want more airflow or less airflow. Again, this will catch your ash, so you're not going to burn the ground, which I find is just a fantastic thing for convenience. As we all know, if you're going to make a fire, sometimes you may not have enough water to put it out. And depending on what sort of camping you're doing, if you're doing car camping, that's not going to be a problem. But if you're just backpacking around or whatever, you probably don't need a raging fire. You know, there are other cook sets out there, but I think with this one, the thing I really like about this is effectively, if this is on fire and you've got a fire and you want to move it, imagine you get 2 sticks and you stick them in here, and now you can actually lift this up and move it around. Okay? So, for instance, if you did light a fire over there in the shade, now it's sunny and you want to move the fire into an area that's a bit more shady, you can pick it up and move it. Obviously, you're not going to grab it because it's red hot. Other things I might just note while I'm here, this has never been washed or cleaned. I don't treat it with any respect whatsoever. I'm highly impressed with the amount of non-warpage. There's been absolutely no warpage in this whatsoever. It's been fantastic. Alternatively to, with the fire sticks, you can buy several lots of these fire sticks. It also comes with an actual cook kit. You can get, like, I think it's cast iron now. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll try and leave a link down the bottom because I found it to be quite cool. It's probably more a car camping thing because it is all, what's it called? Cast iron. So quite heavy. But yeah, so that's basically it. Like I said, no warping whatsoever on this. It's fantastic, and like I said, it's so simple to pack up. So just undo it, and then you would just simply just push and pull the bottom out like so, and then it would just simply folds down. This goes over that. Sorry, wrong side. This goes over that, like so. Clicks in, and your sticks would just be inserted as per that. Wrong way again. I'll get this right, don't worry. Stay with me, peeps. Alright, we do this, and then that will go in here, and now we're solid as a rock. Alright, that goes in there like that. Obviously a bit better than what I just did, but that's your form factor. Pretty good form factor, I think. Can't really go wrong with that. That's all one piece. And so that's about it. Well, hopefully that helps, and you guys might have got something out of that. And yeah, it gives you a bit of insight into, I guess, the way I do it and the way I like to do it. But effectively, what came in this was a lot more than what I'm showing you here. I am literally just showing you the Pathfinder stuff, which was pretty much those 4, well, say 5 items with the lid. So we got the lid as well. We got the hook. If I can get that to do that. Right. So that's effectively what you get with the Pathfinder kit. You get more than that, but that obviously has been used. Also, as you can see, I've dinged this up pretty good. I actually use this as a hot water bottle too, believe it or not. As a single wall unit, it's quite cool for that. So yeah, I would just boil some water in this and then wrap it in a t-shirt, throw it into the sleeping bag, and that'll keep you nice and warm on a winter's day. Like I said, I've done that before and it works great. The only thing I would say about the Pathfinder Canteen, there's nothing wrong with this bit, but as you can probably tell here, I've got a bit of burnage and a bit of warpage on the lid there because I probably put it on the fire with the lid on it. That was my mistake, so it's not really on Pathfinder, but if that came with a steel lid, minty. Alright, well that's about it. I hope you got something out of that. If you did like this video, please consider hitting the like button, the subscribe button. Obviously you've all heard this before, but it actually does help. So if you could do that, that'd be great. And hopefully, yeah, you got something out of it, and stay tuned for more content.